Okay, audio check. Let's see. I had it muted. So I have been reducing the bitrate. I can hear myself over on off air here, so I'll mute that. So I wanted to do Star Citizen tonight, and I wanted to do it in high definition, and it won't do it. So I have been progressively reducing the resolution and heavily compressing it, and I'm down to 720, and I'm at like 1.5 megabits a second, so it's heavily compressed. But the problem is as I'm playing Star Citizen, there's another megabit per second of gameplay control data, so they're stomping on top of each other. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stream tonight in 720p, heavily compressed, because mainly I just want to more than just show you the gameplay. And it's just a test and see if I can sustain this. And then, you know, as the internet improves and my connection improves, I can just turn it up. So we will continue, and let's, I guess, go ahead and dissolve the game. And then again, check 1, 2, that I can still hear my audio. I'll do another test here. Let's get the game audio going and see if you like the mix here. And I got to turn off global. I'll do that so we won't be paying attention to that. Goodbye, guys, everybody. I've been hanging out. I was in the server earlier, and we don't want that there. And it seems like a good one. So I went ahead and stayed in the server. Like, if I would have just logged in with you guys, I would have been in a bed, and we would have come down here. So I'll just start my gameplay here and see. I'm also running off air over here. The stream manager is what I'll be chatting in tonight. So I'll go over here to chat. There we are. And then a shout out to my friends like Smiley Moon and Zero and Falcon and God, he changes his name all the time now, like Leviathan and Pyro. This is all for you guys to show you how Star Citizen is doing. And I was outside hanging out in my 400i. I've decided I want to be an ambassador for Star Citizen. So I got the 400i as my ambassadorship. So we're going to take that out tonight and just show you the game and talk about the game and see if you have any questions. Kind of just checking everything, you know, and seeing if it's working or not. I'll try to keep an eye on it. It's just, this streaming thing is hard, right? There's a lot of stuff going on here. So I'll just show you, like, when I come in the server, I kind of look around. First, I want to see, you know, how many people are in the server. So you come over here to your comms and you go to the people. And these servers are doing 125 now. So it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But it's like the server's like half full. And these are all my buddies in the server. And kind of the way I'm coming into the game these days is it's just like a big org. You know, I used to be in EVE Online and part of Test Alliance, which is like 10,000 players. And our org, Brand New Bros, had like 100 players in it. So it's like, this reminds me of like logging in and seeing everybody and saying, hey, how's everybody doing today? But there's all kinds of people in this org. There's pirates, good guys and bad guys. And I saw a guy get scammed for 25 million yesterday. And we can talk about that. So I enjoy watching the game. So where are we? We're in Tressler, the port above New Babbage. This is my home base. You want to see my shit? My inventory. So here's my armor. Here's what I look like. Now, I have a lot to share with you guys about gaming and games and stuff. So in EVE Online, in the Test Alliance with my Brand New Bros, I learned how to die well for the Alliance. Like where you go out and have battles, and when you die, don't die with 10,000 gold in your pocket, you know? Don't be stupid. Like, so we wore cheap armor, and don't scream out on comms like, I'm dying. Die quietly. Like, the commander just wants to know how many people he's losing, so we just do like -1 in chat and stuff. So I learned to die well is what I'll preach to the new bros. So this armor I don't care about. It's cheap armor. You get it in Orison, so I'm proud to like be wearing the Orison blue. Mining armor is what I think it is. But why do I wear armor? Because this game will fucking kill you. Zero, dude, welcome. That's cool. You want to join me in the stream in the game? You're totally welcome to, right? But I'll do this for you. You want to see, what was I was just telling people about my armor and how to die well. So that I don't care about, like, see, I have armor I care about. I'll click over here on my armor. I paid for armor in the game. It wasn't much. It was like $6. But it's this Artemis Max armor. So this I got by doing bunker missions. But mine is white and gold. and I get like one set of it every reset. You know, and when we could use moles to do the armor protection is what I called it, to clone the armor. I had tons of Artemis armor, and I'd wear it, and when people would kill me, it was a present. Here, have a nice set of armor. And they took that away. So this is cheap armor. I don't care about this armor. And these are the tools of my trade, are the tractor beam pistol and the med pens. I prefer a Gallant. I carry a Gallant proudly. It's a laser assault rifle. And I carry the Gemini pistol, which is a choice I have made. I'm not really attached to these because, look, I carry in my weapons, I have like 20. Oh, I added the A4s. I've got the ballistic assault rifles. I've got some sniper rifles, but see, when I die, I spawn here. So if I lose a suit of armor, I don't care. Like, did you see in my armor? I've got 5 sets of these. So that's how you play well. Like a new bro won't, he dies. It's a big deal to him, and he's upset. So don't fly through space with all your money in the hull, because you're the guy they're looking for. You're the tiers they want, So I'm not that guy, right? So they're happy to get this armor from me because I got sets of it. So when I die, I come back here and I just respawn. But yeah, Zero, do you want to help me guide the stream? So the stream tonight, I'll give you the blueprint. Did you hear it's testing? And did you hear how heavily compressed I'm in? I'm like 720p and 1.5 megabits a second. But I'm on there, right? You can tell me how good it looks, because really, I'm on Twitch for the viewers, right? We're connecting. And did you hear where I'm like, I want to be an advocate for the game, so you can be my first test viewer and let me know how I'm doing. But we're going to go out and get the 400i. So when I come in the server, I told you I look at how full it is and how many people there are. And this is like a half full server. And every time I come in, I kind of go over here. And in Tressler, the reason I like this station is because there's food and water right here where you get your ships, So I spawn in my bed, and there's a medical clinic where I can get repaired. And there's stuff upstairs, and come down here. And like the first thing I do is take my helmet off. So this is inventory. I just hit I. And they always do this. They put you behind the counter. It's like really weird. And I want to remove my helmet, so it's a drag and a drop. And I carry a backpack, right? This blue backpack here is this space, and it's only like 40% full. It's basically to hold my helmet, a place to hold it. And that's what I look like. And I went with a Zero. Okay, cool. But you're welcome, right? Hey, viewers, it's like Zero. This is my good friend. We stream together. I'll go ahead and say, right? I'm going to say you're still in the Horde. You're going to see him around my videos, hopefully. Did you catch the video I did on Falcon server? I'm really kind of proud of that. I got it on video, and I thought it turned out pretty well. But on that note, back to work. We've got to eat a hot dog. That's what we have to do. And if I had viewers, any viewers out there, let's see how many are watching. I'm using this new stream manager tonight, and I don't know how many people are watching, but if anybody, I'd let the viewers can choose the hot dog. Now, many people like the double dog. That's a very popular one. I've been doing the classic. In fact, for my first stream here, I'll do the classic dog. So it's over here. I didn't even see it. I'll just do that. And I eat a hot dog to get my energy up for the rest of the game, right? We do use food and water. It's kind of like a survival game. And of course, the server's not going to work for me tonight, right? It's going to be like, oh my God. So let's try again. It's like not going to... I wonder, is this like the interference of the stream and the gameplay? I got to go pet my dog. He's whining. Good boy. Pardon me. He's got food and water for the stream. I got to make sure I watch out for him. So... I'm going to try to buy a hot dog again. We're going for the classic.
Hey, welcome to...
Oh, yeah, NPC. You want to meet her? But I've got to watch this. I can tell you, I've been in the game for like 10 years. Have I, right? Can I say that, Zero, on the air live? I can't buy a hot dog. So you know what I saw over here? Do you want to see the one on the ground? Do you want to pick it up and eat the hot dog off the ground? Again, player mechanics, everybody. I can pick it up. It's a chili dog. It's my favorite. So see, now I got it. And it's unused. It's probably perfectly clean, right? Because this is a digital world. And I can eat it. And this will top off my energy, my food. And then I've actually, because I've decided to be an advocate for the game, I've been cleaning. Like, my fellow players are pigs. Right? I come in, they just throw all their shit on the ground. And I am a computer science major, right? I'm a nerd. I understand all, like, the stuff going on in the game, in the servers. That's kind of why I play. I want to call it state of the art. But I know that what I just did is I'm picking this stuff up and I'm putting it in my inventory, because if it's out in the world, my computer has to render it, and so it's clutter. It's making the server perform less. So I'm actually like just picking the shit up to get it out of the server, and I can just drop it in my station's inventory. This thing's like unlimited. I got like 1 million, all this stuff. You want to see all my stuff, Zero? Since you're here, armor, undersuits. I got these from doing the bunker missions, and just dragging the bodies out. And there's a 1-button loot, strip them and take everything. So yeah, and there's stacks of them. Like I'm gonna start using. There's a stack of 8 of them. The Saban undersuits, look at the temperature ratings, like minus 40 to 40. That is superior to the sperm suit, they call it, the minus 30 to 60. And this is an adult channel, so yeah, I'm not looking for kids to watch this stream. So undersuits, clothing, I bought some shit. Do you know I'm in the Chairman's Club? I have the top hat and the monocle, so you can let me know where to wear them. These, I pick up the medical gowns everybody throws on the ground, and you can sell them at any clothing store. They're like 40, so you can sort this all. And I have an outfit to wear to look like an NPC. And I've got flight jackets from shows. God, I have 3 of them now. I've got an MSR jacket. We got a jumpsuit. Anyway, let me know when to talk too much. But you saw the weapons. So stacks of weapons. And did you see in the weapons, there's sniper rifles and grenade launchers. And fun stuff. Have fun. I'm having fun. Oh, did you see it? I'm rich. So how do I cope with dying? And I have like 14 million. I'm working on 15. So I'm a happy camper. I'm back to inventory. So I can basically get anything I want, right? Utility. So I grabbed stacks of tractor. I got the new big ones. And did you see in my backpack, I'm carrying the max lift. I haven't even used it yet. I don't even know how to use it. Utility, ammo. This is all in the station. So I'm not carrying all this on me. Missiles to configure my ships with. I go upstairs to like the cargo center. You can buy crews in stacks of 100 bulk. And these are all the empties I just pick up and keep in the station's inventory. So I'm not carrying them around. Cargo containers are a big deal. So I've got one, and all my trash is in the cargo container. I've met like a lot of new bros. I'll give a shout out to like within the last week, I've worked with 2 new bros, and I can tell stories about them. But we've had some good times, and in the end, they bought me plushies and gave them to me. So I've got like plushies from new bros I helped out with in my inventory, which is kind of cool. It went really well. Any questions about that? Did I go through it all? So I carry the medical devices. I'm carrying batteries for the big tractor beam now. I've got crews on me, like 10 of them, so food and water, and we're good to go, right? So I ate. Did I drink the pip? Like normally I come over here and I get a pip just to top off. See how I need a drink right there? Over in the lower left corner. I'm trying to like slow down, show people there. Lower left, it says 98%, so it's just time for me to get a drink. So I must not have gotten a pip. But yeah, I hope if Madame and Smiley get to see this video, I would love to see you guys in the game. Zero's already in the game. Zero's a player. He's in Star Citizen. Falcon's a player. So I'm gonna encourage people to join us now. I actually am gonna go ahead and stick my neck out and say this might be a good time. That I'm playing better than you. You be the judge. You watch me play, and tell me, are we actually? No, we're not, because I actually had a horrible night last night. I took a salvage job for what was it even? Was it the, it was a ship halfway across the galaxy. Actually on the absolute opposite side of the verse. It couldn't be further away from Micro Kicton. I made a mistake. I've got the wrong salvage mission. And I stopped halfway at a Lagrange point, and I couldn't refuel. And it just was hell. And I got out there, and it just, so we could do it again. I could do salvage for you tonight if anybody wants me to. But right now we're going to hang out, and I was going to take the 400i down to New Babbage, and we can do a little low flying around the city and maybe take something out on the ice. I got a Lynx, but it's in the MSR. But that would be fun to take out on the ice. So here's my ships. I guess I should scroll through them slowly for everybody. Silk in the game has the Pisces Red. That's the ambulance ship. I've got a Gladiator. That's a bomber. Zero, you got to come out with me. And we got the size 9 torpedoes on bounty missions. Just boom, one shot, they're dead. Nomad, Mercury Star Runner, Buccaneer. I didn't pay. That's a free one. We got to take that one out. Cutlass Black. Cutter, because I love it. It's just and the range is just friggin' ridiculous. It's got an Atlas drive in it, I think. The Vulture for salvage. I took that out last night. The Fury, because you gotta have a Fury. They're so awesome, right? Yeah, if you haven't seen them. Like my 315 is my original pledge ship, the Explorer. For like Pyro, we'll get to take that out and use it. It has a tractor beam. And then somehow I got a 325. The Fighter. So Zero, anytime you want to come out with me and take the 325, I'll take like the 315 something. And my 400i. And an Aurora. I love the Aurora is like my little shuttle one. Anyway, I just love all the ships. So we'll take the 400i out.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Yeah, I don't like that I can't see how many viewers there are. So Hangar 8, huh? Because normally I'm watching off air like a regular viewer. So tonight I'm using the Stream Manager. And talking and thinking and streaming all at the same time. This should be fun to watch. But first of all, like, the elevators are working, right? And they didn't kill me. So, hey, dude, you want to join me? Come on in. Come on. Come on. Be brave. Hangar 8. Should I open the doors for him? Say it one more time. Come on. Hop in by 400i with me. Let's go fly around New Babbage. Come on, dude. I don't know how to use, like, the voice thing and stuff. And he's not, oh, I've got global turned off. So, all right, sorry, dude. But, like, next time, right? So he could totally, like, jump in my ship right now. And you know what? They're bad guys. He could shoot me in the head. And, I don't care. They can kill me if it's content for you guys. All right, everybody. Is this my first stream? Have you all ever seen my 400i? How did I get it? I mean, I started playing Star Citizen, like, 10 years ago. And I actually, I'm repeating myself from like other streams, but I heard about Star Citizen before it came out. Like Zero, I mean, I was playing Elite Dangerous at that time. And I'm going to argue that Elite Dangerous was the best spaceship simulator at the time. And the goal was this, what we're doing right now, Space Legs, right? To get out of the cockpits in Elite Dangerous and walk around these beautiful ships that were actually built, right, by artists that existed in the game. That's why we flew, but you just couldn't get out and walk around them. And in Elite Dangerous, we were stuck in the cockpits, and the whole goal was Space Legs. So my journey of meeting Star Citizen was in that journey of Space Legs. I found my Space Legs here, like 10 years ago. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if I talk too much. But both Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen have changed a lot in those past 10 years, right? It's been just an incredible journey. As a computer science major, remember, I have studied this stuff for 40 years. And we build our own computers, right? Me and Zero, we both build our own hardware. And I'm here in Star Citizen to test my hardware and to test their software, right? This game is so complicated, it breaks the servers, right? That's why we crash so much and have suffered so long, is that we have been breaking the servers for 10 years now. And I'm glad to be part of it, right? We've bled for this game in the hope that it would work. And I think we're almost there, right? So I'm just shouting out what I know is like Squadron 42 is the game that all this stuff will become. All right, it's gonna be coming out soon. Now, what's my point? I don't even know. So I'm gonna go back to my 400i in the game, and here's my little God, I can't remember the name of this one. It's a STV, a Steve, and that is my Chairman Club skin. And I'm checking chat. So yeah, that's why I like Star Citizen. Is I'm a nerd, and a proud nerd, right? I'm gonna shout out that I am proud that I and me and Zero and my friends, we can make this game work. It's been hard, like, because I've always been in the low bandwidth club. You know, didn't have I was actually playing through my cell phone, so it's Alt R to start up the thing. I want to center this Steve before it goes up in the elevator, something like that. Okay, and shut it down. And back into my HUD. So I'm just going to play and let you watch me play, and you tell me if this is working or not. But yeah, that's the thing. I heard about Star Citizen before it was a game, and when they said $70 for a ship, it was like, fuck, no way ever. That would be stupid. Who would ever do that? And now, 10 years later, I'm in the Chairman's Club. And how did it happen? It was like one ship a year for like 10 years, and the 400i is the flagship of my fleet. This is my ambassador ship, my ship I'm proud to take new bros out in. You, the viewers, I'm proud to take you guys out on my ship and show you what Star Citizen can do. And then you saw it's one of my ships. Now that door opening is lag, right? The servers have to authorize everything, and it's just so fucking annoying. You know? So we'll do some more of it just so you can watch and see. You just have to wait for it. And all I can say as a computer science major is it's just gonna get better. So the game barely works now. It's not crashing as much, but it's gonna improve. Also, that's why I believe in the game, is it's gonna come along. It's gonna work someday, and right, I wanna be there to see it. Well, I may not be there to see it. Check and chat again, because if you're still there, Zero, did you see that Madame and Smiley raided my stream, my train online stream? And I wasn't paying attention to chat, and they egged my trains and stuff, and so they've taught me to pay more attention to chat. All right, so I'm just walking around, right? I'm trying to pay attention to chat and like show you guys. Let me know if it looks good and sounds good. But I think I can communicate what I wanted to do, showing you guys. Is just, even though it's heavily compressed, because right, that's going to improve, right? If I get it working tonight, then we just turn the bandwidth up in 10 years, and it should work then. Oh, this is the captain's quarters. This is my bed. And I might have dry mouth. I need a beverage here. Let's see. Right, so this is a ship for 3. Did you see the toilet? I leave the door open so like people know the toilet's there. And then the crew. I have a crew of 2. They get their own shit. Nice shit, right? I'm not a cheap fucking bastard. Right, so new bros can come with me on adventures and have their own beds. Which beds are for logging on and off and can be like spawn points and stuff. The kitchen, I actually like this. I like the role playing in the VR that I can sit here and like, I would prepare a meal here. Look at that gold inlaid marble, right? My knife set, just I love it. So I am a media dude. I have a history of like content creation. I've worked with graphics artists, and what I'm trying to say, I've worked with artists, and I'm like, good job, guys. I see your work. I witness, right, what they're doing in Star Citizen, and now I'm broadcasting it live, right? So here you go. This, from what I can tell, it's a hollow table, and can be like a battle map in the future. This can be like a command post. So I visualized like an org, like I told you. I can already see like the 100 players in this server are like an org, but I can see like, you know, this could be like a good ship for a small organization. So you saw all the elevators and stuff, and here's my bridge. It's a crew of 3 again, and that's a lag again. See, I'm bumping on the door. It's like, come on, open the server, has to authorize it. So 2 gunners seats, a top turret and a back turret in the back. I guess I'll show you them, and then this is the pilot seat. What we're doing, I'll take you outside. The sun just came up over New Babbage, and that's when I started the stream, and I wanted to show you the day-night cycle. Power on, Alt-R. And I did it, and it didn't. The server says no, so Alt-R. So the servers are acting up a little bit laggy, but I think they're doing some I wanted to say hardware development, but I think it's hardware and software on the back. They're trying to server mesh, right, and protect players. So I think like when a server crashes, they're trying to catch us in another server. And like you see these lag moments, and I think they're actually like testing behind the scenes, and that's what we're witnessing. So I'm gonna try to turn it on again with Alt-R. There you go. Works now, huh? Again, paying attention to chat. Now I got speakers. I'm not working in headphones tonight, so I'm gonna turn down my speakers. But I should listen to off air to see how the mix with those engines. Are we too loud? So. I'm not working in headphones tonight, so I'm gonna turn down my speakers. I don't hear the game off air, but you guys let me know. All right, but I checked. Do we have any viewers? Like, I can't tell. So if you don't talk in chat, I don't even know you're there. So I can do 2 things. I like to take off first. So I lift off, and I try to get like in the middle of the hangar. And I'm a pilot, right? A real private pilot in real life. And so I'm holding it straight and level. and you can see outside, and it's hovering right there. And can you hear the audio? I'm going to turn up my speakers a little bit. I like the sound of that. All right. And brings up the gears. So that's the gear animation. So good job, guys, artists on the gear animation. Yeah, so they make nice spaceships, don't they? Those are the two turrets. I told you I was going to show you. The top and bottom are controlled from the seats. Now, so see, I'm hovering. I'm like a helicopter. Now I'm going to talk to ATC and request clearance. Port Tressler. You can use these multi-function displays for lots of things, but this one's comms.
You are clear to launch.
I am cleared to launch. But the hangar doors have to open, so don't rush through those doors, because I'll show you, I would rip the wings off. Alright, so I think I'm doing this live on Twitch. It says I am, but I'm gonna export it to my YouTube channel too, just so everybody knows. That's what I do. Should be actually a pretty small file this time. All right, we are cleared. So I'm just gonna, I'm pretty sure, right? So I've got it straight and level. It's right at 0. So outside for you, I'm just gonna hit Alt-C, which is cruise control. So Alt-C. And whee! And I like to hang out here. I guess I won't try to show off or anything. I cut it to about half speed. And because I'm a real pilot, I feel like my bottom thrusters have more power, so I roll. There's somebody out here. We'll go say hi to him in a minute, but I want to show you I roll around and then kill the cruise control and roll her out. So I'm looking at the hangars right here. And this is just for people who have never seen Star Citizen. I have just simply exited Port Tressler, and this is why I hang out here. There's a dude behind. No, he's not behind me. He's over here. So I'll show you. Come over here, and I need to change my multifunction display to target. And where is he? Put him right there, and I hit T for target. And who is he? You're on the air live now. That's Lethal XXL in a Crusader C2. And then I Alt-T because I don't want to piss him off. But he knows he's been targeted. Cool. So there you go. Welcome to the stream. Anybody in chat? I was going to sit here for a minute and show you stuff. So the sun came up. It's time to go down to New Babbage. New Babbage is the city on Microtech. That is Microtech. Isn't it? And again, the artists, dudes. Is there anything else like this? I've watched it develop, and it was cool when it first started working, but I think they've done beautification passes, and it is just stunning. Now, I've got frame stutter, it looks like, at least on my game. Why would... Oh, because the CPU, I can do like an Alt-R and get all the stats of what's going on. I'll see if it shows up on air. But I'm getting 10 frames a second. My CPU, where is it? Is at 90. And the GPU is at 70, so I'm not maxed out. And you can't see it. So, and I'm back up to 30 frames a second. So that was a server stutter, right? So lots of server stutters. And I hope you know, I'm just kind of letting my mind free flow and share with you what I know about the games and the server and the state of what's going on. So there he goes. See him fly him off? I'm going to track him. Is he warping out? Like that's he may have actually warped away. And that's, if you don't know what a warp is, let's do one right now. So I'm at Port Tressler. And I know New Babbage is right. Let's see, I'm still controlling the plane down here. Roughly. In this area. So I'm going to go back to my seat inside. Turn on my jump drive. Is that what we call it? It's quantum drive. And New Babbage is like right there. I'm pointing at it. And it's... You probably can't see it because it's white on white, but my jump drive is calibrating and charging, and it's not ready to go until now. All I have to do now is hit B, and I should do this shot from outside, right? So all I have to do now, let's get a shot of the station so you see me flying away like that. And New Babbage, this is where we're jumping to, so I'm pressing and holding B, jump now. And I think I can control the camera. And from space to planet surface is a seamless transition. That's the big deal of Star Citizen, I think, right? Because right, with Elite Dangerous, there were like transitions. And I'm flying. I think it dumps me at 30,000 feet because it considers me a fighter, or something. It flies like a fighter. It's a big fighter. Let's turn off the jump drive, and let's get some speed up, and let's get the cruise control on. So we're flying now. And I told you I'm a pilot, and I'm not IFR rated. But you know what? New Babbage has IFR conditions. I was flying in IFR conditions last night going, what the fuck? It was awesome. So I'm rolling around. So I go straight down. I want to get down to the city, and I've kind of, if you see the throttle over here, I'm going to like over here moving up and down. I like it like in the middle of the red or so. I'm not full throttle fast, but that I think the 400i is fast. Oh, I was going to like show you, like fly around downtown. Anybody want to do that? Anybody watching? I can't even tell. But we're going to go on anyway, because the show, the content for me creates itself. I was just going to fly down here on the ice, land, play, pull out some ground vehicles. Have fun. Right, so that's what I can tell you is I tried to do salvaging last night, and I don't even try anymore. It's like I got so frustrated with the not being able to refuel and just... So I don't even try, and I just come out here and play on my own. And that's how I have fun. I test all the hardware and the software, right? It's a big... I think that's what they're doing in the development of the game. So what am I... By about 3,000 feet, I should pull my nose up, right? Because this is a big, heavy ship, and watch as she continues to fall. Right? And now we've stopped losing altitude, and I can start flying around. Okay, I should fly by the garage at the starport under the train for you. That sound like fun. So those are the trains if you didn't know them of New Babbage. Let's see. And if I crash it, it's no big deal, right? We're going to break some ships for content. And why not, right? I'll go outside for you. Say, I'm flying it like a fighter. It's a big fighter to me. We're thrusting hard, so let's pull back on the throttle. Optimal atmospheric flight. Treetop level. Feel the drift. And pull up, pull up, pull up. All right, this should be an outside shot, but I don't want to crash. Here we go. So if anybody's there, and bank, like roll it off, pull the nose up. Whoa. I'm gonna bank around and follow the trains. And where do we go now? Are we gonna stop at the Commons, or you want to go downtown? Let's check in radar. Anybody else out here with me? Okay, again, optimal atmospheric flight. Check in chat while I'm flying. Is this actually working? So if it is actually, isn't this amazing that I'm actually doing this live? So how is the state of Star Citizen? I'm having good days, right? Good days and bad days. But they're getting closer. I'm getting excited. There's so much to talk about, right? If I pause, it's because I'm thinking. Do I talk about Pyro? I took the new bros out there. We'll see. I mean, how much do you guys want to see? This is going to be a short stream because it's a test. So maybe I'll cut it short unless people in chat want more. You know, you'll have to let me know. So that's the plan, is I'll go short. The Commons is right here next to me, but I guess I'm going downtown. I like flying here. A lot of businesses are here and commerce, like Shubin and Microtech. Oh, this should be an outside shot, right? Will it just go through like this? I'm going to be brave and just say, you know what? I think it will fit. Yes. All right. I liked that. For you guys, I will take chances. And I just love... Get my nose down. It's hard, you know, it is a big ship. So I'll try to calm it the fuck down. But what would you guys like more? Like outside here? That's probably better. You probably like that more, and I gotta get my nose up. Optimal atmospheric flight, right? And that's kind of what I mean by I fly her like a fighter. That, right? She flies better than a Karak, better than an MSR. And I kind kind of roll over and pull back, pull some G's. So, yeah, how is the state of Star Citizen? They've been working on the thrusters and how the ships fly, right? They were OP. They were like, you know, they were the beginning. And then they do beautification passes and stuff, like the thrusters got tweaked. And it's much more realistic now. We can take smaller ships down here through here, but I just thought this was amazing. So now, what do you think? We go to the Commons? Again, I don't see anybody in chat, but I'm checking. Multitasking. So again, we're testing, can I stream Star Citizen Live tonight? I want to. Again, right, we're just breaking everything, trying to do it. And this graphics card is just a GTX 1660 in high definition. Yeah, you probably can't tell if you're watching in 720. And yeah, we'll see. I'll watch this afterward and see how heavy the compression was. And if you want me to do more streams like this, like I say, there's a whole bunch of content to do. But like a lot of it's broken, and I just don't even try anymore. We can do salvaging. We can do bunker, but bunkers are broken, and you know you still can't guarantee you're going to be able to refuel at a station, and the elevators will still kill you. My stairs in my own ship will kill me. So that's why be prepared to die, you know, and die well. Like it's no big deal. Plan to die, right? I just plan on dying. That's why I'm willing to take chances and with the ship and everything. Is it just, yeah, I have nothing to lose. I think I can get down around 100 feet. And if a storm comes out, I can tell you, you know, then you try to fly here in IFR conditions. Okay, the Commons is one of my favorite places because everybody comes here to get access to the TDD without riding a train. What's up here? You want to see? Oh, he logged out. Oh, I'm doing a slow kind of fly in here. But yeah, the TDD is here, and the admin is here to sell cargo and stuff. So traders and stuff. And so then the pirates kind of camp here because the traders kind of like come and go. And I guess ramming is a thing. Well, how high am I? I'm at like 80 feet. I'm below 100 feet. So I'm pulling back on the throttle. But I want to keep her going. Like there, that's fine. So I'm going to park on the ice down here with him. I don't want to block the ramp. So I try to be a conscientious player. So see how the MSR up there is like blocking. He doesn't give a shit. Try to avoid this guy. I'm going to go up. See that one's kind of bugging out. But there's a lot of rendering going on here, right? I want over here. Right, so I don't want to block the ramp like that, dude. So I come off over here to the side. And we'll turn off the cruise control so I'm not going forward anymore. And I kind of want to line up sideways here. I'll go outside and show you what I'm doing. I want to get the nose up and get level. Straight and level. And I want to be... So my gears aren't even down yet. I want to be up against the side here. That's pretty good right there, right? I'm not going to land on that reclaimer. I'm between the reclaimers. Maybe back up a little bit. I'm hitting N. We'll do the gear down animation. And control starts bringing the whole ship down. And I like... I guess what I've learned with my Cutlass Black is that ramps are fragile. And if you land up there where the MSR is, MSR is a Mercury Star Runner, that your ramp isn't guaranteed to be able to be level on the snow. You know, you might not even be able to get back on your own ship, or you might actually damage the ramp and shove it back into the ship. So I've learned to come out here on the ice with my Cutlass Black, and when you drop the ramp, then it doesn't damage it. It's easier to load, like STVs and Cyclones and stuff. So here we are on the ice. I guess I should go in and show you the Commons, like right why the traders would come here, and then maybe we'll get the STV out and go run around on the ice. Or do you want to go run around on the ice now? It looks like a storm's coming in. That would be the IFR I was talking about. Or do you want to go inside and see the Commons? I'm going to go ahead and get out on the ice with the STV, and we'll go through that routine. So, we are in an armistice zone, so people shouldn't be able to attack us here, but we might have somebody who might be watching the stream, like come in and ram me, and that's cool too, because that would make good content for you. So we're going to go out, and we don't care if we die.
Landing complete.
Because I'll just respawn, right, and everything's insured. And I have, like, that's what makes the game more enjoyable if you have nothing to lose. So we're going to just leave the ship parked here. It looks like I'm having some frame rate issues, but it comes and goes, right? The server's just working and then it's not. People will ask you what kind of frame rate do you get in the server, and it's just changing all the time. And again, what I feel as a nerd, as a computer science student, is I actually feel them working on the back end, like live, right? Where we're testing and they're changing stuff under the hood as we're playing. That's the idea, right? Is someday it'll be seamless. Right, we won't even know if a server crashes and another one catches us. But I think that's what they're building with these burps. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. I'm just guessing. Oh, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need my car. I just closed it. No, I didn't? Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yay. Okay, so if you didn't know, like, there's storms out here. The temperature is minus 87 Celsius right now, Fahrenheit, like Celsius. That's way cold. So we deal with, that's why I'm wearing the armor, is it's rated for this cold planet. So I'm out here, and you'll see my suit turn white and frosty from the cold temperatures. So welcome to the Commons at New Babbage on Microtech. And I bring the STV. So this is my outfit to take to Pyro, right? To do exploration in. I can take my 400i into Pyro, and I want to bring a ground vehicle for exploration. I also have my MSR, and my MSR is carrying my Lynx, which again would be my ambassador ships that I would use to promote the game with. Yes, so part of the purchasing of these ships, which some are expensive, is that they would make good content. If that's believable. Will you buy that argument? So here I am, making content with my ships. This is an STV, I forget what it's short for, but it's a nice little Jeep, huh? That's what I think. Its wheels are going to slide all over the place on the ice. It's not a Cyclone. Get stuck on the ramp. I guess I should be out here for you. But did you see, so in here I've got like comms and radar, and there's a player up over there somewhere. So yeah, one of these reclaimers, I should explain what people do here, right? So you know the traders come and go, but a lot of experienced players are using this stuff. My speakers are loud, and the audio might be loud. Use this path, and they leave the reclaimer here afterward just for the new bros to see him. They might, if you've never seen a reclaimer before, you might be like, oh my god. And some of them might leave them unlocked. And so I could take their reclaimer out and go mine with it, but I wouldn't be able to sell the salvage. You'd have to transfer it to another ship to sell it. But isn't that cool? I do the same thing. So I can leave my 400i out and unlock it and leave the ramp down. And a new bro can come in and take the ship out for a joyride and blow it up because it's insured, and I just get another one, right? That's why experienced, experienced players, right? It's good for new bros to hang out with experienced players to leave their ship behind like this. And these might even be friends who all have reclaimers, and they went out together and they just leave them in a row. As public art. Is that a thing? Just showing their clan or their org. He's got a skin on that reclaimer. Is that true? There's another one, right? Isn't this awesome? And another one. Here's a rock. Let's do it. Boom. Oh. Now I think it takes damage, right? Does it take damage? I think I can make it explode. Let's see if we can find anything in here that will tell us the status, the health, target, comms, power. No. So it may be on the verge of blowing up. But who cares, right? I've got to make good choices. And that's Freelancer Max 0 if you're still watching. Hey Cameo, how you doing? What's up, dude? I will pause and wait for your play. I'm in Star Citizen on Microtech in my Jeep on the ice outside the Commons. I don't have Railroad for you tonight. I could change if that's what you wanted, but I want to show you guys other games I play. So I'm glad you're here. So I'll continue. I'm around the ice just showing everybody. These are big reclaimer ships. And is that a Constellation? What is it? Is that what a Connie is a Constellation? And the elevator's down. So let's all go in for the new bros, right, and show them. Well, first we'll do a round. See the big guns? That's the nice thing about the Connie. Are those size 5 laser repeaters? Is this the Aguila? The gunship? And it carries a snub fighter. Is that what they call them? Beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Again, artists. Good job, guys. RSI. This ship's been in the game a long time, I think. So this is good Good for you, Cameo, to see this. See, I can get out. Do you know who I am? Or like, here I am. I am this dude. Hitting Y to exit. We leave the Jeep running. And did you see it's minus 50, 60, 80. It's over in the lower left there. 80 at noon on this planet. So it's really fucking cold out. And my suit, see, is turning white from the cold. I predicted that. And I'm going to get on this dude's elevator thinking this is an experienced player that has left his ship open for people. Or it's a trap. They're waiting. Or I'm going to get a crime stat going. Because everything's changing all the time. Now, what I know about the Constellation is like it's built in space. So that's an airlock. Like this bottom's going to come up and it's going to seal that little chamber there. And then it's going to pressurize and the top's going to open and let us in. So let's see if I can even do it is. He's left it unlocked. I can operate the ship. Now, I've got my 400i. Where did I leave it? Over behind there somewhere. Oh, I have Fishing Planet. I was almost going to play that the other night. I was looking for something to play. Yeah, I'll go ahead and show you my... So this is not my ship. But I should give you a tour anyway. Because somebody was so kind to leave it here for the content of our stream. Private property? What could possibly happen? Am I going to get a crime stat? And again, I don't care. So, pilot seat. I don't know if these are gunner seats. But I've flown here with Pyro. He has a Constellation. My friend Pyro. He plays Star Citizen. He's a streamer too. I think he's Leviathan now. So see, that's my 400i over there. Anyway, let me know if I'm getting too complicated. Because again, I want to make this new bro friendly. New viewer friendly. So I'll just give the tour of the ship. See lockers, tables, beds, right? And beds we log off out of the game. You lay in the bed and you log out. And then when you log back into the game, you appear in the bed. Cargo. This is a cargo ship. I guess I could, if you haven't seen all this stuff, I'm gonna, I was gonna jump down, but no, I guess I'm taking the ladder. I think I can open it on the ice. I've got T, I can turn on a light. Go over here to the cargo button. Is that it? No? There's a button in here somewhere that will lower this whole thing. And I don't know where it's at. I mean, that would make no sense for it to be down here. But I'll do it anyway. Did they do the car? Is it really like up here? I'm going up the ladder again. Because they do that sometimes. Well, there is a cargo thing that goes down there. I think. And then back here is the snub fighter. Components. Right, engineers. Like these components I could show you. Like the future plans for the game is that these things. Let's go ahead and open one. Power plant. Again, there should be an open button here. And no? Okay. There's the snub fighter. And when I had a Taurus, I melted for another ship and stuff. When I got in there, I got stuck before. So I think it's good enough for you to just see that. Okay, cool. I'm checking chat again because you were there the other night, right? When they raided me and were like egging my train and stuff. And I'm like, so I'm trying to check chat more often. If you've never seen one of these are airlocks, I think you call them. But it's like you could have ship-to-ship docking. Oh, come on. Open the door. I guess it won't let me. I could go in the pilot seat and see if I can control the ship, but probably not. Anyway, so this is how pirates would get on the ship. And then if the owner came on, you let him fly the ship out of the armistice zone, which is that there's a little no shooting stop bullet thing in the upper right. I'm going to turn off my frame rate indicator that says no shooting. It won't even let me draw my weapons here. So you get like 10 kilometers out and they can pull out their gun and shoot you in the head and take your ship. This is how you get in the pilot seat. So, were you here when I was flying in the city? I'd go up and fly some more for you. Actually, what should I do next? So I can show you the outside of his ship. And like literally, did he unlock it? If he didn't, I can now, I guess. But they're over here. I'll show you where the unlock is. Like right there. Oh, the ship is not unlocked. Let's see, can I fly it? So I'm gonna try to turn the engines on. Yeah, engines on. I'll even take off. Again, for you new bros, if you didn't know, you can come to the commons. Oh, I can't take off. This happens sometimes out here. You get stuck to the ice. It happened to me the other day. The ship wouldn't take off. See, it's trying. But you get stuck to the ice, and I'll even... we did it. There you go. Nice, right? So I could take this ship, but I don't want to. Right, that was only for... So I'll land it. I can come back down and say do-do-do-do-do. So if anybody's watching the stream that happens to be in my server, there's a free constellation here. And is it green? Is that the Aguila? Well, I'm looking for the missiles. The Aguila has... It's the gunship. And I think those are missile racks. And if I'm the pilot, can I open the missile racks? Like from the seat here. Oh, it's an armistice zone, so it won't let me. So all right, I'll go ahead and shut off the engines. And I'm exiting, leaving it for another player to come and get it. So any one of these reclaimers could be the same. A new bro could come out here and get himself a reclaimer. And just so you know, I took that horrible salvage mission the other night, and when I landed at the Lagrange point, there was a C2 that had been stripped of its skin, by a lower level salvager in a vulture who couldn't crack the hull. So you as a new bro could come out here and go out and find a C2 and suck in 250 some odd SCU of frame, and that would probably be worth your time, right? Check and chat again. So that's this ship. Gosh. Well, since you're here, Cameo, maybe I'll go back up. I'm having trouble moving. Oh, my hand is on the wrong keys on the keyboard. It happens all the time. I can't believe it. It's like I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Drives me nuts. We'll take off again. I'll show you game mechanics, right? I came down here in my 400i, my ambassador ship. I've decided I want to kind of speak well of Star Citizen. I'm sticking my neck out by doing that, if you didn't know, because the game is totally broken, and many people are angry at it, and we've spent 10 years suffering in this game when it really was bad. But I'm decided now, at this point in my career, that I'm going to be an ambassador, for Star Citizen, and try to promote it in a positive way, as hard as it is, right? I don't know if you realize how brave I have to be to go live with this broken... And it's an adult channel, so I'm going to say fuck-ass game. And I'm going to vent at how much I have suffered. This game has totally pissed me off. It's a love-hate thing. It's no, millions of dollars in cargo. Okay, one example was MSR. I was flying my MSR on cargo, doing sandbox stuff where I was buying, I think it was barrel, or maybe it was even gold. So I have a cargo of gold in my MSR. And right here, I'll even drive over here for you. The commons is over there. I was bringing in a load of gold in my MSR, and where is it? Right there, I think. See those two buildings there? Those antennas? I'll even get out of my car and show you. You see those antennas there? Well, I came in low in IFR conditions at night in a storm and hit, I believe it's that antenna? I'm walking over here, right there, and shattered my MSR and spread 140 SCU of gold right here. All right, so that's how you play the game, kids, is you got to be able to do that and absorb it. And we're kind of just say, you know what, it's for the game. And I spent an hour or two out here in a mule and tractor beams trying to pick up my cargo, and the server says, Armistice Zone, no, you can't do that. Somebody left there a Cutlass Black over there if you guys want to go play with that. Say, if you see anything you want to do, I'm just making this stuff up as I go. So, did you see my 400i? I'm gonna go back over to it, and we'll get in it, and we'll fly it up. 2, we're on a planet, right? So we're in a I want to say we're in one solar system, right? There's one sun right now, in Star Citizen, and this, I think of it as a test system, right? That it's here for us to develop things, tools for the rest of the game. So, on our map here, I'm kind of repeating myself from the other night. I think I right-click to reset it. Here's a reset. No, that's where I am, and then double-click to reset. It's good for new bros to know how to do that. Now, I'll just say they worked very hard on this map. I think it's pretty old. They're kind of proud of it. It kind of works, so don't bitch about the map. Just kind of learn to use it. Watch me, and I'll show you how to get around some of the bugs. So, here's our 1 star. And we have 4 planets. We have the closest one is a hot planet, Hurston, And because it's like a test server, I think of it as that's the hot planet to test. We have armors. Our armors have temperature ratings, like, so this armor I'm wearing is rated for this cold weather I'm in. And the same thing with her. We have hot weather armor. And then Microtech way out here is the cold planet. So we test our cold armor out here. And then we have a gas giant, Crusader, and there's actually a city in the clouds. Maybe I should take you there. It's just gorgeous. And then there's Arcor, which is a planet that's entirely covered by corporations. So do you see how I look at it as a test? So we've been testing here. They set up missions. All these missions are for them to test parts. So, like I've been here for when they introduced mining and ores, and we had prospectors, and they pay well, right, when they're testing. So I made you can make good money. But then they moved on to combat and fighters, and they moved to where they made bounty hunting and missions pay well and test that section of the server. And then they through all that stuff, we didn't have an inventory. So now they just did the code for the inventory and added that. And then salvage just came out. So now salvage is very profitable. And I don't do mining anymore because I wasn't really successful. But does that make sense? How in this system we're building the tools to build the rest of the game with, right? That this game can be connected and is going to be connected soon to other solar systems. The first one's called Pyro. Like you can see it, the gates to Pyro are there. Do you want to go see them? There were other gates here. There are gates to Magnus, and there are gates to Terra. It's soon. It's like EVE Online. This could have 1,000 other solar systems. And so I, as a computer science major, as a computer nerd, I can see that vision. So if I'm sick, if I have what we smoke around here is hopium, that we hope the game will work one day. So I've fallen into Chris Roberts's vision. I'll put it that way. I can see what this game can become. And as I play the game, I witness us literally breaking the hardware. So why are we getting 30Ks is we're breaking the server with our code and stuff. So that's what I look at. So they've been working on it. And we need better hardware. And I assume I give them credit for getting the best hardware they can get. And we're still breaking it. And I know the code is getting better, and they keep adding stuff to the code, right? So when you add stuff, it breaks other stuff, right? So they add one thing and 9 things break, and it's just amazing it all works all. So enough talk again. I want to keep this new bro friendly, but you see how I see the game and this test system. And I want to talk up the artists, right? I've been doing that, and particularly the guys that have been working on the gas clouds in space. I'm not going to be able to tell you the tools they're using to do that, but I want to say, how do I describe it to you, that those clouds are really there. Like we can go fly through them, and they're big on a massive graphic scale that in 1980 I learned Moore's Law, and I could never have imagined this stuff as a young man. So that's why if I'm broadcasting to you younger computer science nerds, you aren't even going to be able to fucking imagine what AI is going to become. So I'm going to warn everybody, watch out, right? When the internet came, nobody could predict how it would, a disruptor. How it changed everything. Well, I'm going to predict that AI is going to be an even bigger disruptor. And we've really got to use our imaginations to figure out what it's going to become. And I hope we can stay ahead of it. Well, we'll see. So enough about that. Again, new bro friendly. I was going to show you, we're going back to my ship. So enough talk. So that's part of my content, is I want to connect with you guys, and I want to help younger men navigate this computer landscape. And yeah, AI, God, don't get me started. I'm worried, so maybe you guys can talk me down. Say, don't worry. Just because the world's fucked, right? There's some mean, evil, wicked people out there in this game. And I've learned Force can take what it wants in EVE Online. Like, if you've got enough violence to evict others, that can be done. I'm checking chat. Yeah, exactly. So, today it's working pretty good. All right. I was in the server last night for 9 hours, which is so. Actually, what I think I feel is happening is the servers are crashing like they used to, but they're catching us now, and people are gonna bitch and moan like, "What's the jittering and the lag?" Well, it's development in progress. So here we go. This is my ship. Have you seen it? I can get a better shot inside. Oh, and we're taking the Jeep with us. So let's get her back on board. So that's the idea. I'm going to take this ship into Pyro, probably on this channel. But I don't want to go alone. I want to bring friends. So Zero and other people can come along. is that, can I call myself Captain Silk? These are going to be the adventures of Captain Silk. I think I said that right. And I have to give Pyro, that's like his idea. But I'm the guy that, can make it really happen. So there you go. Like, shut her down. And I'm trying to do good camera work. But you saw before, like, I get tired. All right, so we've parked our vehicle. Did you see it's minus, like, 77 here? So, of those 4 planets, every planet has a major city. On this one, it's New Babbage. And above every city, there's a orbiting spaceport. And on this one, it's Tressler. And we can jump to those spaceports, which is what I'm going to do, so we don't have to fly all the way to space. Space is like 100,000 kilometers up, so we could fly all the way to space. And while I'm here, I want to explain that again. Not too much. Not too much. Let's not overload you. Fly to space, but I'll do it faster for you. Because we're going to go change ships, I guess, for content. I'm just going back here showing, if you haven't seen this, all right, this is a luxury explorer. And why did I buy one? Because I decided, the way I look at resets, like we get frequent software updates that like reset the databases. Like you should know that this inventory and all the stuff I own is actually stored in a different server, I believe, a physically different server that I call the back-end database. That way that the server that we're in here, if it crashes, I don't lose my inventory. And that as I change servers and go for, they call it server hopping from different, that inventory has to be able to follow me from server to server. So everything we're looking at here is in another computer. And that's why why I clicked on it, it's loading, waiting for it, waiting for it. From another computer. It should be there, right? Why don't I? Oh, my armor. I'm at the planet. I'll go up to the station and show you the same thing. But see how I get it? I think I get it. As a computer science guy, and that's what I'm trying to share with you viewers, is what you hear so much bitching about the game in the state. And like you said, it's been broken from... Yeah, it's broken, but it's in development since day one. So it worked, 9 years ago, but then they broke it again by adding new stuff. Then it worked, it works, and then it doesn't work. And it works, and just on and off. So that's why I'm here. We seem to be in a fairly good place, and then it just all goes to hell, right? So my engines are on here. I think I left my engines on. This is my ship from the outside. I thought I told you I can get a better shot out here. Did you hear I'm in 720 tonight at 1.5 megabits per second? Because the gameplay is taking up another, and they're stepping on each other. So to get green, like LEDs from OBS, I had to really stomp on it. Am I communicating okay? Like, these are words. This is my vocabulary. So to fly, I hit spacebar, and she takes off, and I hit N, and we run the landing gear retraction simulation. And I can hold your hover. You're like a helicopter, right? I'm holding my hover. I can go backwards. I can go forwards. Inside the cockpit here. Now I know Tressler. I'm just like 20 feet above the ice, right? I'm trying not to hit it. Tressler is like right here. I'm setting up this shot for you. And I see how I can use the HUD to keep the ship level. And I know she's about 70 degrees up here, so I'm pulling the nose up. I'm in a storm, right? So about there, I expect to find Tressler. But see, remember I said this is IFR conditions, so this is awesome. This is turning out really well. Was turning out until I screwed it up. I'm basically just going up. I'm going to come back down. I want to go up at like a 70-degree angle. I don't want to get an outside shot for you. I'm expecting Tressler to be about there. And I wanted to show you, like, my butt is like literally almost on the ice. But what I'm gonna do is, like, I want to go back in and say full speed. I'm setting the cruise control here. And back outside. Try to get a shot for you. Okay, we'll pull out something like that. That should work. And then I'll pull down as we go. So Alt-C. And we're flying. Straight up. And I'm looking for... And you can literally see her in space up above me there. Or it's too heavily compressed and you can't. I see her up in space here. And I'm leveling out and I'm pointing right at her. Port Tressler. See how it's an orbiting space station above the city. So I know that space is about 100,000 meters over there. See it going up as I'm climbing. And I'll go back and forth between these shots for you. That's New Babbage on Microtech. I like it here. I live here on purpose. I can talk about the other places, but it's mainly New Babbage was some of the best code when I started the game. Now they've gone through and they redid Lorville is 2.0 code, and I think R-Corp is new code, and they just did Crusader in the city. So we're getting to where most of the old code is gone, and that's why development really is starting to take off. So I know at about 10,000 feet, I can jump to that spaceport. Okay, I'm gonna hit B to charge my quantum jump drive. I haven't even set a point. Just by pointing at it, see, I'm calibrating, you probably can't see, and I'm spooling, and when they're both done, I jump again, and again, I think I want an outside shot to the spaceport, right? This would be a good one. And we are there. See how much faster I am now in space. So I've gone out of the atmosphere. And that optimal over on the left thing, this thing over here moving up and down, that's optimal atmospheric flight right there, can now go to a space. I prefer to fly at like 400 or 500 in space. And I can roll. You want me to do burnout? I'm going to do a loop for you and show you. Full speed. Let's see. How fast does the 400i go? See the lights around the outside of Port Tressler? So live on Twitch, we're going to do donuts in a 400i, turn off the quantum drive. And are there any players here that are going to harass me and play with me? So if you're watching the stream, come on out to Tressler live. And see, I'm rolling into the turn. I'll get an outside shot for you, yeah. Try to get the station. And I leave a trail in space too. You'll be able to see me arcing. So how fast am I going? 1,000 meters a second right now. I'm trying to follow the white lights there. And I'm thinking about the planet there. You see what's going on here? Everybody have situational awareness of what we're doing. And I'm at full speed, full thrust. That's a white ship. That would be empty. I don't want to bore you guys too much. We were going to change ships. And I was going to, in an MSR, I was going to get my Mercury Star Runner. Or, viewer choice here, get the Vulture out and go do some salvage. And that's how I make money, if I wanted to now. Because it pays well. Like I kind of said, the new code pays well. So you want to see me outside again. So we're coming down. And I'm just going to pull some hard G's here. Roll it over, pull the nose up, and see how the ship flies. And see, she does really well. I like to think, but she's actually kind of going backwards still. You know, if you didn't know, like this way. There's a velocity vector out here. It's coming around right now in front. It shows you which way the ship's going. You want to do some fast flybys, like anybody out here. And again, I'll try to pull a hard G's right around this. So if it didn't, when I first learned to do this, I did it in EVE Online. I flew around the outside of the stations, hanging out, you know, enjoying myself. And look at your radars. Who's out here with us? Learn how to be in space. And again, situational awareness. What's going on? See, I'm going backwards. I think this is a good demonstration, right? How these ships fly. And I can fly it backwards. So, any questions? You want to dock? How do you dock? Silk, how do you dock a ship? Many ways. There's pads, there's hangars, there's outside hangars, and then there's going to be docking ports. So I'm pulling off on the throttle, somewhere around like atmospheric flight again. Slowing down as I come in. I know the hangars are over here, so I'm kind of pointing it. And when I go to call ATC, I come back to like half throttle because I don't want to crash in. Like while I'm in the menus over here, I don't want to crash into the ship. So in this multi-function display, I can choose weapons, shields, power, and comms. And comms is for Port Tressler. I'm requesting
Please
landing,
proceed to assigned landing
and I've
bay.
been assigned a landing base. So back up to full speed, atmospheric full speed. I see the port. I know the port well, the landing spot well. So I'm coming in. I'm going to aim more like up here toward this guy. We can go a little... Oh, my cruise control's off. Treat that. I'm kind of aiming out here, and you'll see me pull around to it. So I'm going faster now, and then I'll slow down on my approach. And I just know this because I've done this many times. And I love this ship. So I'm backing off on the throttle. Roller straight. My gears aren't even down yet. I can use side thrusters to line up a little bit. pulling back on the throttle, pulling back on the throttle, pulling back on the throttle, and stop. And coast in here, and there she is. Gears aren't even down. Oop, nose coming up. Easy, don't lose it. Concentrate, get the gears down. I think I'm drifting, so I gotta go back in and get the nose over. Now, if you didn't know, oh, I didn't want to land. I'm gonna take off again. Back up here. Stop it. Stop it. Back here. I wanted to be out here and show you press and hold, and that's auto landing. And my hands aren't even touching the keyboard now. I need to make some coffee here. This might be a good time. I mean, I'm gonna put the ship away. Let's go inside and show you. So I've landed at the port, right? You saw the city. You see I'm at a port. Most of the time when I'm gonna put a ship away, we have a Moby Glass. I hit F1, and it has a repair and refuel for the ship. And I'm going to request, and this could work or not. Oh, I've got to turn the engines off, I've learned. So I'm gonna go back out, and I turns off the engines. Then back into repairs. I've had trouble refueling, and I think it's because I haven't been turning off my engines. So it's like, do we have to turn off our engines now to refuel? So now I'm going to try to refuel my hydrogen, because I burned a lot of hydrogen down there, like with this thing running around. But I'm rich, so I don't care, right? It doesn't bother me. So I'm going to store this ship away, and I would like to be it refueled and repaired. And it's done. It worked. So again, congrats to RSI, that it's actually working. Cloud Imperium, is that them who I want to give credit? So I wanted to turn off the ship. That's kind of standard procedures, is shut off the thrusters and turn off the ship, but I'm going to wing it tonight and leave it on. And again, I do a lot of testing, so I can, I'll see if the power's still on when I recall it. See if the elevator works. Did you know? You had to see when I came up the elevator. And you saw the cargo area. Now see, here's where, is my elevator broken? So yeah, the elevator in the 400i does this. Right on top of it. It's turning white. Did you hear my clicking? And also, it looks like I need a drink. Fortunately, there's a stairwell here. Oh, it did work? Duh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I must be high. So you saw the cargo area. I'm going to go ahead and use the stairs. So this is the classy thing about owning a 400i and this being my ambassadorship. I'm ready for VIPs. So there you go. I have stairs. I don't use them as much because, okay, here's the game mechanics, is that if I open those up and come out, a new player, a pirate, can run in and steal the ship. Whereas if I come out the elevator and lower it, he can't command the ship, so he can get on the elevator, but he can't go up and hit the button. So most of the time, if I'm worried about people trying to steal my ship, I'll use the elevator. Like the Constellation. It looks like I need water, like over in the lower left-hand corner of the screen that you see. It's like 98. So I'll show you how inventory. I told you inventory is going to be much bigger here at the station. I should go store the ship sometime, but I was going to show you my armor. So see how all this is in another server, and this is the lag time it takes for it to load. And this is the latest code, so it's just, it didn't work like a few months ago. And it's just amazing now it's even working. I mean, I'd get these icons, but the icons, the graphics wouldn't load in. And so do you see how I'm enjoying watching them build the game? As a computer science guy, I think I get what's going on, and so that's what I kind of thought why I could go on Twitch and share this with you guys and explain the game, to all the people bitching about the development that we're doing. I think we're building something here that's we haven't done before. But my disclaimer is I can't be everywhere in the world all at once, so there might be other games that are just as good as this, and I just don't know. So that's what I can do, is engage the Twitch community and see what you guys think, and if there's other games that I could play that I don't know about. But I can share with you what I'm doing here and their development. So I think I'm at the cutting edge here, and that we're literally breaking, because I'm running Windows 64-bit, and my hardware is 64-bit. And so to me, again, as a computer science guy, that means a lot. I have that's very powerful. And then I might actually share that journey with you. It's going from 8-bit Photoshop, right? The number of colors we had, and then we had 16-bit Photoshop, and it had like 24 million colors, and then there was like 32-bit. Maybe 32-bit had. I think 64-bit had 16K colors, and 24-bit went to 24 million colors, and that was a huge deal. But now with 64-bit, like the colors in Photoshop are literally unlimited, right? The freedom and the degree artists have now with 64-bit hardware and software just blows my, it's unlimited now. Right, and I was an aspiring graphics artist and tried. I was like doing ray tracing and rendering in the 90s, and it took me 8 hours overnight to render one frame in standard definition. So that's the journey I've had, is watch this all develop to like literally we're rendering ray tracing in real time in games today for us individually on our own computers. Just amazing hardware and software. So I'll stop myself there again. But that's the inventory. And did you see I can choose my armor? I get this armor, I was doing bunker missions. And when you kill the guys in the bunkers, you can grab them and steal all their armor. So you drag the bodies out into your ship and you just I stripped like 20 guys. You got 20 sets of armor and, that's all so when I die, I don't really care about this armor. I'll just come in here and I get another set. And I have undersuits under the armor, though that helps with your cold. And then I have clothing and weapons. We have tractor beams. I'm wearing one of those. I can hear my S's and I'm working on that. I guess I should get a beverage to get I hope my mouth doesn't sound horrible. Vehicles, sustenance, we drink food and water. So any questions? And I'm looking at you, chat. Yep, don't see nothing. So that's that. There's the ship. I should go store it, right? You have timers, right? If I leave, it might inbound. Like I say, the game's broken. It should just store the ship when my timer runs out. But sometimes it impounds it and finds you. That's the thing about being impounded. And the elevator's not there sometimes. This is awesome. Yay, this happened in my live stream. Woohoo! So we cannot get out of this hangar. We are trapped. LOL. All right, how do you want to play this? What can I do? This happens to me all the time. At Tressler, what hangar are we in? I'll try again. I'll show you. Like, the elevator never comes. So here you go. The game's literally broken. Like, hello. So if I go in that elevator, I'll die or I'll fall into space. That might be a way out. So I got to get out. How can I do that? I can die. All right, do you guys want to see this game mechanic? If I die, I'll spawn here. I'm a Tressler. How am I going to kill myself? Oh, backspace. If I backspace, it may not bring my armor with me. We can try, because my armor will be right here. Or what I can do, a way I know I can do it, and this might be good for everybody to see, is I'm going to put my armor in the local station inventory. So I'm taking it off. And it's good that you can see this. And I'm going to get my underwear, and I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm just saving my armor. I'm going to get another white suit. So maybe I'll leave that on. And I've got plenty of those. So see how I've minimal stuff. Now I'm going to kill myself and spawn here, and I'm in the same place where my armor is. Any questions? So I'll stand out here and show you, and then I'll go and save my ship from there. So see how I've figured out how to get out. So backspace. And I'm going to make some coffee. And you can watch the respawn. It should be in the hospital here, I think. Okay, I'm watching off air, and it says unstable, and it's way behind, like not even close to lock. Can I change that? Nope. So I'm not even watching off air. So you can let me know if it's even working. Are you still there, Camille? Like, is it really bad? Is it stuttering? Is it like jumping, freezing, or is it actually working? So here I am. I am in a medical gown. But see, they give you a free outfit, so I think I have to take off the medical gown. So sorry if I offend anybody. And I get a helmet. And it won't even let me. So this is the inventory again. That's what I can share with you if this happens to you. It has to refresh. You'll see it'll like update. So I can keep putting this on and it'll keep throwing it out. until it does that. It just refresh. And I think, again, it'd be like we've established a connection with the backend server. Then I can drag it off, and it'll stay. And I could put on this helmet, but I don't want to because I've got my suit I just saved, right? All I needed was this thing. You can actually, I think, I know you can sell the medical gowns, but people throw trash everywhere. So there you go. So the clinic inventory and the station inventory are two different inventories, just so you know, apparently. And again, I'll repeat that all this inventory stuff is like literally new this year. Came out like 6 months ago. We've been working on it. So I watched it just appear, like start working. And as a player, I can share with you that see how my inventory is really friggin' full. So I'm helping them by having a lot of stuff. I'm testing their inventory, so I feel like as a citizen, I'm helping to contribute to the development of the game by really putting a load, on their back-end server. And it's doing pretty good so far. So I'll show you out here again. I should get a different. You can actually watch it change. So see, it thinks we're back in the clinic, and that's how long it took the server. I guess we're establishing lines of communication, and we're back into our stuff. And so here should be all of my armor. And how's it gonna sort it? Before it appeared as the latest stuff, but it didn't. It looks like. You know what I should do? Let's go store the ship real quick, and then I'll try to find my armor. And if not, we can pick out a new set. You want me to put on? Oh, I won't. I was gonna say my good set for the show, but I'll save it until they get a little more stable. So I don't really like my frame rate I'm getting on my game monitor. Here's where I store the 400i.
Welcome.
So,
to the ASOP
if there's
vehicle
anybody, would you
retrieval
guys like to
system.
see the MSR and the Lynx? And I guess we'll go down to New Babbage. Or the Vulture and do some salvage, which I was doing last night. If anybody has an opinion. So all my ships are stored. So now I'm going to try to find what I was wearing.
Goodbye.
And I think this is all good to show you guys that would have questions about what's the state of the game. That's my coffee. I'll be right back. I'm making my coffee now, is what I'm doing. Be right back. There, thank you for your patience. Okay, cool. Thanks for your input. But yeah, it's amazing if it even works at all. But if it is buffering, it's because the gameplay stream and this me talking to the servers and me streaming to Twitch are stomping on each other. And I just need more bandwidth, which as a computer guy and Moore's Law, I believe the day will come. Right? It will work one day. So I'm just happy to be here testing it now. And that's why we're stomping on it so hard. And I can go stomp on it more if you want. Like we can go down to like a megabit a second. I wonder if I could change that live on the air. I probably couldn't. Again, I'm just always amazed if I could. So maybe, next time. What I'm doing the testing for is, can I stream Star Citizen? I want to, but I can't make it work. I'm going to have to do 720 down to 1 megabit a second, to be able to do this live. But I'm willing to do that if you guys like it, because then we'll turn the bandwidth up, or I'll turn the resolution up for the railroad ones, because then I'm not talking to a server, right? Does that make any sense? I thought that's what we're trying to explain to you guys. Right, the technology behind all this. Okay. All right, well, yeah, so if you don't care, I'll go ahead and get out because I want to show you the Lynx. I just got the Lynx. It's my luxury Explorer vehicle. I think it speaks well of the game. Again, it's going to be like what I call my ambassadorships, what I use for content on this channel. So when I go to Pyro, do exploration stuff, I can take this MSR. This is a setup I could take to Pyro. for exploration. And what I've heard is you need a bigger
Please visit us again.
what I'm high, so I
Goodbye.
gotta like concentrate.
Welcome to
What
the
am I
ASOP
doing?
Vehicle retrieval system.
I want MSR, and it is at Hangar 8. Okay.
Please visit us again.
And there it is. You got like, for you new bros, if you didn't know your HUD and you forget which hangar you're in, Hangar 8, you can see it right there in the center of the screen. Hangar 8. And inside it also has the RSI links. And you'll see it's like the links is so big. You have to have an MSR to haul it. I think it'll fit in the Constellation. I think it was made for the Phoenix. So that's why I proudly carry it as part of my collection. Hangar 8. So this stream is hard. I gotta like concentrate and like work at it. I start to relax, and I don't think it's as good. So I have to focus on all the stuff. So MSR, Mercury Star Runner, I own one. I traded my Taurus for this, right? My Taurus was my cargo hauler, and I thought an MSR would be as good or better than a Constellation Taurus, and I'm not disappointed. I'm a Crusader fanboy. I like them. I really do kind of like all the ships. I like Drake. I like Crusader. I was just thinking of them all. Origin. Did it say RSI? Drake. There it is. The links. Ta-da! We're gonna go take it out and play with it. You want to see inside? You probably should. That's what makes it different. There is another vehicle like this called an Ursa. It's been around a lot longer. But it's more of a, what do you call, not the Abrams? Oh, it is the Abrams, right? Because the M1 Abrams and the Bradley. It's like a Bradley on a troop carrier. So, I should be talking about this. But yes, I like the white. Nice. Oh, when you're sitting in the seat, the view. Better than the Ursa, but the Ursa is a combat vehicle, so I can see having less glass in a combat vehicle. So this luxury one, I love. You drive on the moon with this view. And it is kind of stuttering a little bit there. But is that the server? No, it could be somebody saying it probably is the connection, right? Getting stomped on. Trying to communicate with the server while we're streaming. So, that's that. I exit this. Yeah, I thought I'd just do this show and tell kind of thing. And the seats. Do you want me to get in a seat? But you get the idea that I actually like. But if you sit back here, you got to have a chauffeur. So I can like hire a new bro to drive you around the moon. Now I thought about things you can do for content. I was scouting out, can you drive around New Babbage, the city? So I should go slower. Do you want to see this ship? Like I'll try to do a quick tour. Here's components, right? So part of the gameplay will be that in battle, like we would take damage and players would be back here with like this thing we call the oh, I'm not even wearing my armor yet. I should try to get that on while I'm here. So my question earlier was, where did my armor go? And I'm looking for, we know it's the blue and white stuff, so I'm looking in here. And it's going to have an inventory, so all of these, you can see how much is in. They're saying 0, so I don't think that would be it. It had stuff in it. Maybe it's at the bottom. It just added it. Yeah, so see how my stuff, it looks like it's down here. You can look at my backpack and see it has stuff in it. And here's my chest, so grab my chest. So all the other armor for me is empty. I don't have any other sets built up, so I can do this. So we found it. Get the backpack on, and then my rifles might not be, I might have to go get some new stuff. So see, I've got all the stuff on, but it's, personal. I was going to say it hasn't filled out yet, but there it is. Oh, look, I have all my stuff. At least in the pack, but I don't have any of my outside stuff. So I need my helmet. I grab and scroll up to it. There's all the helmets, and I want the blue and white one. Now, why wouldn't they be here? I can sort it. And the lag. So again, we're talking to that back-end server, and it's like, okay, take a sip of coffee. So again, if I can share anything with new players, just relax. Most things work given time, if you're patient enough, but that didn't sort. Okay, there it is right there. Grab that, put that on. Okay, you can help me pick out my weapons and, how do I outfit myself? Boy, it is really janky, huh? And the first thing I noticed is it looks, I was going to say the tractor beam's gone, but it's not. Here's what I'll show you when I pick up the cans for people. In my other, I had a cargo container. I just bought one. It's like 1 SCU. And it says it's like 0, but see how my trash is in here. So I can literally take these 2 pips and put them on my stack of 20. And this is my garbage. That's how it's, so I'm cleaning up the stations I told you before to just try to improve their performance. You know, then I worry about all the crap thrown down everywhere. And we talked about breaking the hardware. Okay, so if you didn't know, there's like secret passages back here. I think I can open this up. Is there actually a thing? Oh, this one has to be opened from the other side. But I think there's a door there. And then I'll show you, that's the thing about the MSRs. You have like legit cargo space, which is where the MSR here. I can carry a fair amount of cargo here. But if you're a smuggler, and I'm not, there is a secret. We could try smuggling panel there. I hit it, right? I hit open. There you go. And this is new. Like, you come through here and you look at that, and I hesitated to step in there because it looked broken to me. But then you step in and it's like, bloop. Oh, this is the secret cargo area. So you can have like 6 SCU back here, and then enter a whole series of tunnels here under the first floor, which I'll just take you back in this far. But there's like 6 doors in the ceiling. That's probably a bit much for this stream. And then, like, you don't see there, and you go through. So I don't know if that's on purpose, or, you know, they'll work on it. Something, I guess they're trying to hide for smuggling, you know. The idea is that you can't, if there was stolen cargo back here, you wouldn't see it. A security guy would look in there, but I don't know. What is that supposed to be in there? It just looks like a broken interior of the ship or something. So I don't know. It just is something new. There used to be nothing there. So that's the thing. The game changes all the time. And then close it. So again, you hide to the button, hide to the cargo. So I don't do much of that, but I could if I wanted to. I try to do all the game mechanics, right? So I've gone to prison just to see what it was like, and I can take you there. It's like no big deal. It's another thing. They built a prison, and we went to test it. Now, what does an MSR do, a Mercury Star Runner? It's designed to kind of transport data. So I can either legit data or like illegal. I think you could go and sneak into an area stealthily and like steal data somewhere and go run off and sell it. So, let's see, I think we're sitting in our hangar, so I should probably take off. But there's a dedicated scanning room was my point. I was going to jump in the seed, and maybe we'll do that. It doesn't work yet. I call them placeholders but they built a room. So you'll have a scanner out there stealing the data and storing it in these servers. And again, these are placeholders for what the servers may change and look different, but they're pretty good for now, huh? And then back here are 2 turrets. There's a top and a bottom turret. Everybody gets size 3 laser repeaters. I think they're Panthers. And the nice thing about laser repeaters versus ballistic is unlimited ammo. Like, ballistic may do a little more damage, but it really sucks to run out of ammo in a battle. So I really like the laser repeaters. So I don't have to worry about ammo. And then when you go to dock, you have to resupply the ammo and, you know, stuff. All right, we are in the Mercury Star Runner. It's got a skin. It doesn't normally look like this. I don't know where I got you. It's too late to change the skins, but I can change up the skins for you guys. But yeah, I am not disappointed in this ship. Right, it replaces my Taurus. My Constellation. I was a Constellation owner. I flew it regularly. It was my cargo ship. Alt-R. I'm watching the ticks and my S's, and I hear all that stuff. Trying to stop, but it's hard again. Just another thing to do. There's a player outside. Let's target him. He is... He's probably just coming in for a landing. What is he? He's, Amvalero. Okay, untarget him. Who would be flying an Amvalero at Tressler? Take off. Like say I like to get her off the ground. Sure enough, I like the sound of the ships. Outside shot for you. Gears up. Doors, we have to request takeoff. So, I believe the MSR actually has a dedicated comms over here. So, Port Tressler.
You are clear to launch.
And again, I'll do the outside shot and wait for those doors so you don't take off the wings. branching off here a little bit. Oh, it looks horrible. That looks absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry. Again, this was a test to see if it would work, and I'm going to say again, it's not working, but I tried, right? I did try. So that'll be a goal. We'll like keep doing more testing and try to get to where I can stream Star Citizen. That's Alt-C to get him to do optimal atmospheric flight. And I guess I can do a little flying with the MSR. And again, it handles really well for as large as it
Please
is.
visit again.
I like to pull the G's in the seat of my pants. And I'm doing a hard turn around here just so you can see how the MSR flies. And it's stuttering. Like I say, it's looking horrible, but I'll go ahead and continue just in case it starts working a little better. But I guess it's time we could start thinking about wrapping up the stream if it's not looking too good. But I'll go ahead and we'll take this down. Maybe I'll take the links out on the ice for a little bit. Because it's still daylight down there. Like if it was night, meh. Is that what I want to say? Meh. So I'm heading down. I know it's down there somewhere. Right? I live here. And I'm guessing kind of around here. At night you can see the lights of the city down there. Okay, there's another player out here with me. I guess he's the Ambulero. I don't think he'd ever even get through our shields if he were to attack me, so I'm not worried about him. I turned on the quantum drive, and it highlights all of the cities down there, so I should be able to see New Babbage. So it's not where I thought it would be. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of scan. It should have a unique marker that I would point out to you if I see it. If I don't, there it is. Roll there. So it's right in the middle of my screen, and then I'm going to roll level. Oops. And see, it's a big heavy ship, so it went too far, like that much. So I'm pointing at it. My spooling is all ready. You know, the jump drive's ready. I'm looking for a shot for you. It's like that way, that way. Do you want the bottom, the top? I think the sunlight's got this lit here. And I want to be able to see the city. I want you to see the clouds. I want some, okay, like that. And action. And I can actually change the camera while we're warping to the city. And I don't want to do the clouds. And we're kind of here. I'm going back around the commons. We couldn't really land anywhere. So if I'd ask chat, you know, is there anybody want to land anywhere? I think Ghost Hollow is like around here real close, which is kind of like a PvP area, and I'll fly in there and die for you guys. I mean, you might be fine trying to live. So when I'm coming down into the city in a big ship, they drop us at like 30,000 meters. So I kick it up, keep it. And now, see, I'm in the middle kind of my red. And what we're doing, we're in thin air here, but I guess I can show you the... Oh... Quantum drive's still on. The air gets thicker, and it causes torque imbalances as we get close toward like 15. So we've already come like halfway down. And again, I'll kind of fly by the spaceport here as I pull the nose up, show you how long it takes to get this ship to stop. You know, because we're doing 400 knots straight down, and I've crashed. So I'm sharing with you new bros. You know, just pull up sooner rather than later. So I'm looking at about 5,000 feet, because it's going to take a couple of thousand feet, I think. So we're at 6,000. I'm going to get an optimal atmospheric flight and pull up. And I'm letting you kind of see the spaceport and see how I continue to fall. And okay, it took about 1,000. We're to like 3,500 now. Okay, so not as bad in this ship. Ship has lots of thrusters. And it's sunset. So I'm just going to put her on the ground, maybe in the middle of the ice lake, and we'll show you. You saw me by the commons. And right, there's really, I don't have to go back there, so I'm going to go right out of here in the middle of the lake, put her down and pull out the links, and we'll drive into the sunset. And then maybe I'll stop the stream outside the city, in the snow and the trees. And you want to see outside? Guess I should slow down. Right, because I'm going to hover, pull back on the throttle, get the nose up, get the gears down, and... pretty high, but how high am I? 300 feet, not bad, we can do that. Oh, but we've got to have some thrust to do that with. And Alt-C turns that off. Again, make it level, like hold my nose right about there. So this is like exploration in Pyro, or what's the moon of Jupiter, Europa report? Landing on, so there's probably a lot of ice planets out there, and I told you they're trying to model what's really out there. So I was talking about the gas clouds earlier, saying those artists really made those gas clouds. And what's neat is that they got it working in this test system, right? So now they put a lot of effort in it, and it took a really long time to do, but now they can copy it for all the gas clouds in the rest of all the systems that we're going to build. And if you didn't know, out in the real galaxy and universe, there's a lot of hydrogen gas clouds out there, right? So I just think it's so awesome that they invested, all that effort into that tool for the rest of the game. We're getting close, right? We're getting ready to start making other systems with what we've built here. And we've been building this for the last 10 years. So I turn off the engines. And a tip, I guess, if we were expecting somebody to ram me out here, that you can put all your power to the shields. So if I'm going to leave it parked out here at Sunset, I'll go ahead and... I'm looking for my mouse. Grab the center of this power thing. I'm over on the left. And drag it all the way to the shields. So 100% shields. And the engines are off. And leave the power on. And exit the seat. Yeah, I bought the Lynx based on its default skin. And then I bought the skin package. And I'm just really pleased with the blue. I haven't even used the other skins yet, but I'll change them up for the streams. But just really pleased with how it turned out. It's like, wow. Again, nice job, guys. Yeah, so pretty much every ship they do is just so beautiful. Yeah, I don't like them all. I want to say I like them all, but it's the alien ships. I don't own any alien ships. I guess I'm just not into that. And I have limited funds, right? I have to make choices as to what I want. So here we are, on the ice. God, I have so much to say, talk about. I want to trade and stuff, but I'm limiting myself just so you know that I'm trying to hit that button too, to wrap things up here. I can just go on and on. But I was going to talk about trading in the C2 and how there's orgs can be out there trying to intercept you for the fun of it. So be careful out there, kids. It's a dangerous verse. Yeah, that's what I can share with you guys is like lot of new players come in and they get like a Cutlass Black or something, and they're trying to get into trade, and trade requires a lot of capital. So they put everything they own into one ship and get shot down and have rage quit. They get all butthurt about it, and it's like, don't be that guy. Don't put all your stuff in one ship because you're the guy they're looking for. Your tiers are the sweetest. I guess I got to put the gun down, right? Don't be that tasty morsel that the trolls want. Your tiers, and then go on and on about it in global. So anyway, that's just my advice: is take it slow, make friends. What you really need in this game is wealthy friends who already know how to do stuff. Right, so I really encourage new players to try to meet some more experienced players to show you how to play the game. Because that's what happened in EVE. Is before when I was in the blue bubble, I didn't even know how to play the game, and I just didn't really have friends. I leapt out into nullsec and met Test Alliance and made a whole bunch of friends, and it just changes the game when you play with experienced players. And we got rich, and nullsec was fun, and I just had no idea. You just don't know what you don't know. On that note, we're going down the... Oh, am I going to leave the ship open? Probably should close it up. Right, and players could have already gotten in the ship. So if they fly away, right, that's good content. Because if I just go claim the ship, I think it goes poof right out from under them. Or it becomes unflyable. So Actually, what I do when people steal my ship, they can have it. I can give my ship to other players for the night to play, and then the next day I'll come in and claim it. So I guess I'm closing the door. But again, look at the graphics, the art, the detail in the ice. But you can't see any of that in 720p. So let me describe it for you. Yeah, I'm looking in high definition, and I'm pleased with what I see. And I was trying to show it to you. Okay, there's my links, and see how I am not disappointed. I'm just like, wow, this can make some nice content. We're going to take this on all our adventures. This is Captain Silk's ride. And the reflection in the ice. Good God, dude. That is so awesome. And the sunset light. I'm doing this on purpose. In blue and the reds, right? Contrast. Am I making art right now? With the help of Cloud Imperium. Yeah, I salute all the artists. And the engineers, right? The code writers. Right? Because their stuff is beautiful too. And an art form. I love beautiful code, you know, efficient sort routines and all that stuff. So there you go. Right? Behold the world of Star Citizen. Off we go. No, we don't. Let's start our engines. Why didn't she go? Alt-R.
Weapons system is on.
Oh, I had that weapons off.
Space Industries. Enjoy the
She'll scoot forward. And that's east, kind of, I think, if you'd call that like sunrise. And so we're heading west. I'm just hitting full throttle. Leaving the ship behind. Goodbye! I think this is looking good to me. So this is how I have fun. I could go on and how, say, I gotta turn the volume down on the speakers here. That trying to do missions, trying to complete things just drives me nuts. So that can be very frustrating. So I'm having fun in Star Citizen doing nothing. I don't even try anymore. You know, I just do this and have fun. So you want to see the whole pan around the links. I can put the gun away, I think. You turn weapon systems off. You see I get a... I don't know what size those are. I might change them up because, again, I like the laser repeaters, and I think those are cannons. But they're laser cannons, so we get like unlimited. And I think the Lynx is nicer than the Ursa. It's... well, it's faster. Oh, turn. I tried. I should end the stream right by blowing it up. So an explosion would not be unwarranted. And what happened, there was no handling. I turned, so my steering is differential, like at low speeds. I'll show you around. See how much tighter it handles like this at this speed. I'll do some figure eights, which is nice, right? This is a luxury vehicle. And then as I was at speed, I couldn't even turn at full speed, so you gotta watch that. I'm showing you here, turning left and right. My plan was to get out of town. I'm gonna do this, we're not quite ending yet, maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Maybe sundown. I'll try, how far can I get before the sun goes down? I was gonna go all the way around, what I'm gonna call that, the point, the city. We're gonna go around, we're gonna go outside the city, outside the armistice zone. I've taken a tank out here when they came out. Turn around there, how's the blue links in the red sunset light? Again, like, great job, guys. The smoke off the wheels, right? The details. I'm just gonna say the details. Look over here. I'm gonna try to run through the icebergs here. This is a storm. They come and go. You can see them coming in. I wanted to show you inside. Remember I said how nice it was to ride in here with the glass. So I'm very pleased it's better than the Ursa. And it's quieter, you hear how guys, I think for the stream you guys would like this better because it's quieter. What I wish it had cruise control so I could like just set it. I wouldn't go in the back. So I guess you need a driver. But see how this would be great for orgs to play with your friends. So I'm looking forward to making content with my friends.